and here are Junkie. How are you all doing? I'm here to do our stitch tutorial out of the new Crochet Stitch Dictionary. So I picked 2 stitches out of the book this time. I wanted to skip a bunch of this simple, basic patterns, but I did want to do this staggered half double, which is this one right here. I think it's a really pretty stitch. So we're gonna do that. You can see it goes 1, 2, then it's sort of like, well, it's a staggered half double is what it is. It's very pretty. It's really nice for blankets and scarves and the like. And then I wanted to go over here, and I like this mesh. I thought we'd start doing some mesh patterns. So this one here is, you open it up a little bit, you can see the mesh a little better. There, isn't that pretty? I thought that was really pretty too. So we're gonna do that one. So, you can see this better. That's the mesh, single block mesh. And this is the half staggered double crochet. Staggered half double crochet, that's what that is. So we're gonna start with the half. I'm going to start with the staggered half double crochet, and so to start that we're going to do chain 20. So this one is any stitch count with a beginning chain. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna there we go. Now we're gonna do chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and the beginning chain. Alrighty, so we're going to do a half double crochet. No, yeah, we're going to do a half double crochet into each chain. Okay, there's 1. So we're going to go across all of the chain spaces and the chains. We're going to do a half double crochet into each chain. Alrighty, pretty simple. So if you're new to crocheting, you're gonna yarn over your hook, go into the chain space, pull up a loop. You got 3 on your hook. You're gonna go around and pull through all 3. That's what a half double crochet is. Super simple. Yarn over, go into the chain space, pull up a loop, and go through all 3. Alrighty, one more time. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. That is a half double crochet. Super simple, my favorite stitch. I'm just doing a half double crochet into each chain. Super simple. Coming to the end now. And there we go. Now we're going to chain and rotate your work. And now we're going to do the half double crochet, but we're going to stagger it in between the previous half double crochets. So you're going to yarn over, and this is your original half double. You're going to put it right in here, okay? And then you're going to do another half double. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go in between the stitches. So you're going to go right in here. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to go in between each stitch and put in another half double in between the 2 half doubles previously. That's why it's called a staggered half double. Super easy, but a very pretty stitch. There we are. And then we're going to go into the last loop here. All right, at the end. Wait a minute. Go into the last one with a half double. Okay, then we're going to chain one and turn. Okay, there we are. Now you can see how it's staggered. You can see there's a stitch here, and then there's a stitch here, and a stitch here, and a stitch here, and a stitch here, and a stitch here. You see that? How it's in between? So that's what we're gonna do again. It's almost like a moss stitch, but with a half double crochet. So if you can see here, there's 2 stitches here. So the next stitch is gonna go in that hole, into that space between the 2 stitches. So right in here, pull up and go through all 3. Yarn over, see these 3? You're gonna go in the middle of these 2 stitches here. Yarn over, pull up and go through. Yarn over, you're gonna go between these 2 stitches. And then the next 2 stitches. And the next 2 stitches. So that's what's called a half staggered half double crochet. You're gonna go in between each of the previous half double crochets, put your stitch in there. And you just do that all the way along till you get to the end. Pretty? You can see there's a stitch, a stitch, and a stitch, each between each. You got this one, and then hold in there. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a stitch in here between these 2, a stitch in here between these 2, a stitch in here between these 2, right in the hole here. All right, so we're gonna do one more row in between the 2 stitches. See, there's a stitch there, and there's a stitch there. We're gonna go right in the center, right here. All right, yarn over, we're gonna go in between these 2 stitches. Same thing again, in between the 2 stitches. And so there we are. Just gonna cut this off here. There we are. You have a good look here. You can see that the stitch in between the stitch and then the stitch on top. So that's a staggered half double crochet. I am going to take my things out. Get 2 of these. Here we are. Gonna use our one and 2. There we go. So we are going to, this is a staggered half double crochet. So we're going to write this down. Put this through here, and then I'm gonna attach it to here, and then I hang this up. I have a little turning thing where I put all my stitch samples, and I can look at them and figure out which one I want to do. All right, so that's this one. Let me put this on here as well. There's a staggered half double crochet. Alrighty, so there's that one. Now the next one we're gonna do is this one here. You can see there's little spaces in between. All right, this is called here we are, block mesh. So that's what we're doing here. We're making a mesh. Okay. So we're gonna start off, it says multiple of 3 plus 1 beginning chain. So I'm gonna do 21, which is a multiple of 3. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 1. So a total of 22 is what we're gonna do. Alrighty. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 21 plus 1, 22. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is you start off with a single crochet. You do a chain, yeah, we have the chain here. That's right, the chain is here. And then we're gonna do single crochets into each of the chains. All right, all the way down. We're gonna do a row of singles. So if you're brand new and you don't know how to do a single, you put your hook into the stitch, you pull up a loop, you yarn over and you go through both. Into the hook, pull it up, round it, and go through. Very simple. First stitch you always learn, single crochet. Alrighty, now we're there. Next, we're going to do chain. We're going to chain 1 here. Hold on, chain 1. Rotate your work. Now we're going to do single, chain, chain, single, single. All right, so we're going to do single into here. There we go. And then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. We're going to skip 1 and go into the next one. Do a single, chain 2, skip 1, and go into the next one with a single and a single, and then chain 2, then skip 1, and we do a chain single and a single. Then we chain 2 again. 1, 2, skip 1, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, skip 1, 2 single crochets, chain 2, skip 1, 2 single crochets, two, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going into the last stitch here. We're gonna do that so we have an extra one there. Alrighty, there we go. So now the next row is gonna be the singles. So we're gonna put a single into here, 1. We're gonna single into the chain space, 2, and then we're gonna put a single into the one after it, 3. Okay, and that's what the repeat row is gonna be. We're gonna put a single before the hole, a single into the hole, and a single after the hole. So that's this pattern for this row. A single before the hole, a single in the hole, and a single after the hole. All right? A single before the hole, a single through the hole, and a single after the hole. Before the hole, through the hole, after the hole. Before, through, and after. Before, through, and after. There we go. Alrighty, now we're going to chain 1 and rotate. Now we're going to do the next row of mesh with the holes. So the repeat is the singles and then the mesh, and then the singles and then the mesh. So now we're going to do the mesh row, which is single, chain, chain, single, single. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a single, chain, chain, skip 1, and then 2 singles, 1 and 2. After the 2, you chain 2, 1, 2. You skip 1, and then you go and make 2 other singles again. 1, 2, chain 2, skip 1, and then 2 singles. 1 and 2. Chain 2, skip 1, 2 singles. 1 and 2. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, and then 2 singles. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, 2 singles, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, and then chain 1 and rotate. Okay, now you got your second row of mesh. All right, so it's a 2-row repeat. You have your mesh row, then you have your single crochets, then your mesh, then your singles. So next we're going to do the single. So we're going to do a single crochet into the first one, then a single into the hole, then a single after, a single before the hole, a single through the hole, and a single after the hole. A single before the hole, a single through the hole, and a single after the hole. So that's that pattern. Before, through, and then after. Before, through, after. Super simple. Last one, we do after, then we chain and rotate. Okay, so now we have 2 rows of mesh and 2 rows of single. So next we're going to do a row of mesh again. So for this one, we do single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, and 2 single crochet. Chain 2, skip 1, 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 2 single crochet. 2, skip 1, and put the single crochet in the end. Then we're going to chain 1, we're going to rotate, and we're going to do our last single crochet stitch. See, if you pull it up a little bit like this, you can see all the mesh. See that? Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to do the last row of the singles, and then we will call this a day. So single into the first stitch, single into the hole, and single after the hole. Single before the hole, single through the hole, single after the hole. Before, single through, single after. Single through the hole, and single after the hole. And then we'll chain 1. We're gonna cut this off here. There we go. Pull this through, and there we go. This is the block mesh. All right, isn't that pretty? So we're gonna come over here. And this is the other mesh. I'm going to write it down. Block mesh. This is number 28. I think I'll write that down. Number 28. And the other one was 11. This one's number 11. Alrighty. There's that. There's this one. Need this little guy here. That through there. Alright. There. Oh, hold on a second. And there we are. All right, there's the block mesh. I'm just gonna cut some of this stuff off here. Cut some of this stuff off here. There we are. Alrighty. So there we are. We did the Staggered half double crochet, and we did the block mesh. There's the block mesh. And there's the Staggered half double crochet. Two beautiful stitches. I hope you enjoyed those. And I put those up with my other stitches. And I guess that's that for now. And next week we'll come around and we'll do another one. So it's Thursday today. Tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow is Crochet with Friends. So bring your crochet, bring whatever it is you're doing with us. And we're just gonna hang out on live and chit chat and crochet. All right, hope you guys enjoy that. Take care, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.